Good evening, and welcome back to the Norwegian woods once again. I'm your host, Ulf Hawkins from whitewolfalchemy.com, and in this video, we're going to talk about my favorite topic. But first, let's tune into that higher self stream of consciousness. Take a deep breath in through the nose, all the way down to the abdomen, and hold it at the top. For 1, 2, and nice and easy. One for body, in through the nose. All the way down, hold it at the top for 1, 2, 1. One for spirit, in through the nose. Hold it at the top for 1, 2, and feeling yourself coming to center and aligning. Now, twin flames. That's been my obsession for many years. It's been my passion, my life, and my work. And it's changed over the years. My experience of it changed, and then my belief systems had to change as I grew and matured and experienced things within this connection that goes beyond the collective consensus of what a twin flame is. And most of that collective consensus of what a twin flame is being created and upheld by people that are not twin flames, not graduate souls, not the living blueprint of alchemy. That's why twin flames always go into process when they meet, because they are not a regular relationship, and they can never be a regular relationship. They can never have a regular relationship. They must create something new, because if they try to make it a relationship, it will never work out for them. It's not that template. Twin flames are graduate beings that are template holders. Now, what does that mean, being a template holder? Template holder. It's like a knitting pattern, right? There's only a certain way to knit a sweater with a specific pattern. And the twin flame is a very meticulous knitted sweater at that. And it has a very meticulous and specific pattern to it. So this template makes it so that they will produce all of their connections in a different way than a relationship. That's why my mentor Mel Brand said you can never have a relationship as a twin flame. You have to have a connection. You have to have a sacred union, which is far from a relationship. Relationship is codependent, it's needy, it's obsessive, it's very often toxic and intoxicating due to the ideas of love and relationships that you've taken on from popular culture and especially Hollywood. Which is like a drug. The way that we fall in love on planet Earth is intoxicating. You lose your consciousness, you go crazy. you fall in love. So there's this love drunk intoxication when we fall in love on planet Earth. This will not be the case in the future. We will not fall in love on planet Earth anymore due to the template held within the graduate soul, within the living blueprint of alchemy, within the twin flame. And so this template that they hold is for the new. For the new template of love and relationships on planet Earth. Let's chuck the word relationships out right away. It has to be a partnership, doesn't it? For those of you who are walking this path, you know what I'm saying. It cannot be a relationship. It gets wonky real quick, and poof, you're flat out on the floor. You know, all the wheels come off the car, and then you're not moving. There's no energy, nothing. It's just disconnect. You're disconnected. Because it has to move up in the realm of partnership, at least, before it can even move into union. Union is a completely different thing. Partnership is between two equal parts. And this partnership, you know, as it gets closer and as they come together and evolve, grow together and mature, they merge and meld, and they become a union, which is far from a relationship. And now also far from a partnership, because it's no longer two separate unified fields. They have become one unified field, sharing a unified field of consciousness, of energy, frequency, vibration, source creative energy moving through one and the other in a play. But then starts the process. And it's far from sacred anymore. Well, at least in the new age idea of sacred. But I have a secret for you. Even the underworld is sacred. Even the underworld, even Hades is sacred. Hades and Persephone, the two twin flames, right? The two archetypes of twin flames. So with Hades and Persephone as our archetypes, you can tell that it's going to get a little bit toxic. Twin flames are only sacred. It's only holy, only pure, only beautiful. You have no idea what you're talking about. It's going to get real nitty gritty real quick, and you're going down into the underworld of your psyche. Going down into all your dysfunctional patterns that you've inherited, that you've taken on from popular culture, from your parents, from your peers, from school, from your ideas and belief systems surrounding everything within the firmament of human consciousness. And you're getting picked apart, dismantled, boom, on the table, both of you, boom, in parts. Put me back together, Source. Put me back together. But you will never, ever be put back together in the way that you were when you met. That person that you used to be before you met your twin flame, forget about it. You never see him again. Never. never ever see them again. That person that you used to be, boom-bitty bye-bye, for good. You are going to change. You're going to mature and grow. And you are going to become your divine blueprint as a result of the process of alchemy that you both will undergo as a result of this alignment of frequency, this alignment of vibration and soul frequency. You're connecting all the chakras, all the organs and glands of the endocrine system. I made korma today, Indian food with turmeric, can you see? So, this matching soul frequency it ignites the cauldron, the endocrine system, your inner laboratory. You're in the lab of the divine. Your body, your entire physical vessel is a laboratory. And chemicals and hormones and things are secreted. And the cauldron is lit. And that fire underneath that cauldron is bubbling. Triggers and shit to the surface. It's anything but sacred at this point. Anything but holy. Anything but beautiful and pure and divine light and love and light. Forget about it. Now it's deep in the trenches. It's dark. Your bipolar tendencies from your father is coming up in you, wanting to be expressed and released from the bloodline. The suicidal template from the grandfather's side, it's coming to the surface and wants to be acknowledged, expressed, and released. The dark, tormentful, self-hating program of your mother is coming to the surface to be expressed. Your addiction templates, your habits, all of that shit is coming to the surface and wants to be expressed, acknowledged, expressed, and released. And there's no way for it to be released without it coming to the surface. This, my friends, are called in alchemy the blackening. The blackening. You're in the dark. You're in the underworld. You're in the, you're being forged into something new. So what can you do? You're not in control at this stage. You're unconscious. You're deep in your unconscious. You're struggling with little tiny lucid moments where you go, aha, fuck. And then you're back down again. All the shit coming up and you're up. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have did that. Why? Why must I always ruin the things that I love, God? And then you curse God, you curse the angels, and you curse creation, and you curse your twin flame. Why did I even meet them? Why? I hate this part. And it can go on. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. So, our ideas of soul, Christina, our ideas and belief systems around soul as human beings is incorrect. Our ideas and belief systems around love is incorrect. Our ideas and belief systems around twin flames is incorrect. Our ideas and belief systems around God, angels, all of it within the firmament is juvenile at best and very, very incorrect. Very few people on this planet are graduate souls. It's like these definitions, these labels and comprehensions pertaining to our human experience come from souls that are using crayons at school. So none of it is right. None of it is right. You know, the people that defined and labeled your experience, your human experience, are souls that use crayons to color with in school. Alright, so that's the level of consciousness and intelligence that they have compared to cosmic consciousness. Graduated cosmic consciousness. And I'm not talking about the New Age fluffy duffy rainbow consciousness. I'm talking about real fucking cosmic consciousness where you don't subscribe to any of that shit underneath the firmament of human consciousness anymore. If you got that part, you legit smart, my friend. You legit smart. If you didn't get that part, stick around. Stick around. You'll learn more. So you know you're deep down in the blackening. And then the black is a color that contains a color that contains all the colors. You need all the colors to create black. And so shimmers of blue begins to appear. Shimmers of light. And red. And so you're starting to enter another stage of the alchemy. But you're in a power struggle still. Ego. He said, she said. Fighting for connection. Fighting to feel safe. Fighting for consciousness. Fighting to be present. Fighting to let go of the ego and enter the heart. So both want to feel safe with one another, right? They want to feel safe. They want to feel heard, seen, loved. But in their fear of not being seen, heard, and loved, they're projecting. So it's a whole, until you finally let go of the need to be loved. The need to be seen, heard, loved, understood, all that stuff. Because you see you. You hear you. You're present with you. You love you. And so you're no longer outsourcing that need to your significant other in connection. Right? You've surrendered. You surrender the need for love. So, you begin to experience connection without them again. You begin to experience that you're connected to the mystical. And being the living blueprint of alchemy. You begin to fall in love with the process of alchemy. And if you're as fortunate as I was, studying and researching alchemy and understanding alchemy, you begin to see that people have been in this process before you. You're not alone. You're not walking down some new magical path. There's been others, solo alchemists, who have become the laboratory of God themselves, within themselves, and with the mystical, with the divine as their partner, as their lab partner. So you begin to feel tremendous peace and connection just in being. You realize that, you'll always be connected to the divine as long as you connect to yourself. There is no connection. Most of you are disconnected from your twin flame because you are disconnected from yourself. You need probably a little bit of help and guidance and assistance to connect to the self. And if you're ever to connect with anything or anyone again, you can never be connected to somebody if you're not connected to the self, to your higher self and your higher self stream of consciousness. But we get the divine obsession because we think that they are the only way to feel that way. I cannot feel that way again. I cannot experience that again without them. And that's where you're mistaken. That's where you go wrong. Here's the kicker. If that's what you believe, that is what you will experience. I learned that the hard way. My belief system shapes my reality. And if my belief systems shape my reality, and I believe this to be true, I will experience this, no matter how wrong I am about what that is. And if you start to understand these things, the depth of that I just said, wow. Lo and behold, Neo has awakened. The numbers start dropping. And Neo realizes that he's the one, that she's the one. And when Neo realizes that he's the one, she's the one, Neo is empowered. Neo is connected. And Neo is free from the Matrix once and for all. For real, for real, for real. The Matrix becomes his playground. His place to create and have fun. He can fly now, Neo. Fly. First, love yourself. Fly. Neo cannot fly unless he embraces who he is. Embodies his highest version of self. So he becomes his highest version of self, doesn't he? When he realizes that he is the divine, there is no separation between you and the divine. You can call it God, you can call it the universe. There's no separation. You are source creative energy. You are creation. There's no separation. But it's this deep felt separation that makes most people lose all sense of connection to the self and to the higher self. And they obsess, they make it all about this other person. And if I can't have that person, I will not feel that way again. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. You will feel that way again if you try to connect to the energy. Take away the name and the face. Put it down. What's left? An energy. Source creative energy appearing in front of you. Take away my name. Take away my face. What do you see? What do you feel? Are you connected? Or are you disconnected? If you're connected right now, you can feel me. You can feel my energy. Right? It's the same. There's no time and space. Those are all illusions. Our understanding of time on planet Earth is linear. The same as those other belief systems that I told you. They're all bullshit. Time is cyclical. Like a spiral. We can go in and out and jump in and out. Time is not linear. And love is not all there is. Love is not the highest, purest. Lucidity is. It's all inversions, all distortions, all lies. All of it. Most everything. And remember what I said about juvenile consciousness. Everything that's been labeled, defined, understood, comprehended on this planet were comprehended by juvenile souls. It needs a revision, all of it. All of what we perceive and label and shape and define and create here on planet Earth, all of it. Our ideas about love are juvenile. Our ideas about God are juvenile. That's why we call it Father God, right? That's why we call it Father, Mother God even. Juvenile. Go to your room, or go to hell, and go to heaven. Juvenile. I'm not going to go to my room, because I'm defiant. I am in my terrible twos. No! So it's juvenile. And you see that from how people act and react. Their emotional bodies are inflamed. Their mental bodies are inflamed. So we're acting like children because we are juvenile. We're adolescents. Out of lessons. None of us had a grown-up, mature parent, really, on this planet. We were all a planet of orphans. Planet of orphans. That's why your parents couldn't get their shit together. That's why they couldn't get their shit together. They could not, for the love of creation, get their shit together and make it work. And if they did, they probably gave each other vast headaches and growths and things. I don't even want to think about it, really. But he had very dense energy, very dense consciousness, very juvenile consciousness. And they did not have grown-up parents either. They had emotionally immature, mentally, spiritually immature parents as well. And that's why they're as fucked up as they were. And those again, and those again, and those again, for millennia. That's why we got the ancestral trauma that we have. Right? So, just children having children on this planet. Doesn't matter if you're 15, 20, 25, 30, doesn't matter. You did not have your shit together. Neither did your parents. Forgive them, for they knew not what they did. Forgive yourself while you're at it. You did not know what you did not know until you knew it. But now you do. Now you can make some changes. Now you do. Now you know better than you do better. It's that simple. They did not know better, so they couldn't do better. You know. So you surrender the connection, you surrender the person, you come out of the divine obsession, the mental illness known as twin flames. Because it is. All these groups are full of people that have mental illness, inflammation of the mind, of the mental body, inflammation in the emotional body. So they need some spiritual antiseptics and should probably come see Uncle Ulf. Uncle Ulf will do some energy work on you and set that emotional body and that mental body right. Screw you back on tight and send you off into the world again. And you'll feel a little bit lighter and chipper and whoop. A lot of you people know what I'm talking about. You know? Thank you, Alicia. So yeah, this is a request video. I just came out of session and I'm feeling very, very chipper about this topic. I love it. And I get the question, what is Twin Flames? What is it really about? I would love to understand it deeper. Yo, you come to the right guy. I'm going to help you. So, you surrender the connection, you surrender this divine obsession and the mental illness, and things start to become more lucid. The intoxication from your ideas about love and relationships has dwindled off. You're starting to get sober again, right? So as you're starting to get sober and the intoxication of your ideas of love and relationships fade, you look at love without sentimentality, without the need, without the hungry ghost. I must have you. And if I can't have you, then nobody else should have you either. That's the emotional body. That's the inner child. And the inner child is held, seen and heard and loved and cared for, healing those abandonment issues, those attachment issues, healing those traumas and wounds that made you who you are today. And from that, clearing and healing, the seed sprouts, begins to grow. Coming up from the soil. And it's a vine, people. It's gonna climb and blossom. And then you begin to experience radiance because your endocrine system is functioning optimally, probably for the first time in your life. Probably for the first time in your life, the thymus has been activated, which is dormant in most people on this planet. Yeah? We have a lot of glands that are not functioning optimally. 7 chakra system, juvenile and lacking. 12, we're cooking. Anything more than 12 within the body, or if it's not 12 within the body, then your chakra system and the teachings therein, null and void. Absolute bullshit. Crap. It needs to be 12 chakras within the body. And then the 13th chakra, right above the head, right below the feet. The soul star chakra. That's probably the most important chakra after the heart center in these connections. You need to have your heart center fully online. Not so much the crown on the third eye. That's more new age hippy dippy bullshit. What you do need is the heart center. The heart is the juice. It's the furnace. It's the fire within. So your heart is on fire. Your soul is on fire. And the cauldron is burning and bubbling. But now it's not bubbling shit and traumas and patterns and programs to the surface anymore. Now it's igniting, activating all those dormant glands, making your appearance look radiant. Your skin, your eyes. The eyes are shining with soul power at this point. And many of you will begin to look years and years younger than you actually are at that point. As a result of the endocrine system being fully operational, fully functional, and in balance and harmony. The Kundalini energy flowing up the back like a fountain. I can just squeeze my butt right now, my PC muscle. And like a sprinkler fountain. No problem. That's the power of this connection. That's the power of this stuff. And it's not being mentioned enough in this community. Oh, I can teach you how to reconnect and get into union and all that stuff, and romantic jibba jabba dribble bullshit. This is what it's all about. Spiritual maturity. Spiritual activations. The soul self coming online, full consciousness, remembering who you are and what you're here for. Remembering your divine blueprint. Your divine design, who you are as a soul, your full frequency coming online. Full consciousness coming online. That's what this is about. And if they're not talking about that, change the channel. They got some spiritual maturing to do themselves. And maybe they'll get it eventually, or maybe they weren't twin flames in the first place. There's a lot of those in this community. They're not what they pretend to be, or wish they were. A lot of inflamed imaginative faculties out there as well, which you can see from all the channelings and all the fantasyful fluff unicorn bullshit out there. Absolute. Whew. Inflamed imaginative faculty, inflamed mental body, playing with the juvenile belief systems and the crayons and stuff and the sandbox, spiritual sandbox. You say one wrong thing to them and they keyboard warrior instantly like, oh no, that's not what I do. I'm gonna get you through the screen if I can. They type like, you see smoke coming off their keyboard. Emotional immaturity. Test some of your spiritual teachers. Test them a little bit with some triggers. See if their core is solid. See if they've spiritually matured past that stage. Passive aggressive and all that stuff. I like to put people and things to the acid test. My belief systems, my whole reality. I'm going to test it. Is it what it appears to be? So at this point, you're past the radiance. Your endocrine system is fully lit. You're fully lit. You're fully connected. You're fully activated. And you're beginning to be a very luminous being. You've reached illumination. You've become a very, very luminous human being. And your light is contagious in the same way that unconsciousness is contagious. In the same way that Agent Smith is contagious. Neo's light, once fully lit and on, is equally contagious. And it's the balance to balance out all that unconsciousness, maybe for the first time in millennia, in aeons, is there balance. The Jedis have returned. So all of these, hero's journey, most of all these stories, this most romantic movie, I Origin, it's a twin flame movie. Half of it, maybe. There's lots of sentimentality and shit in it. Star Wars? Oh, that's some twin flame shit. real twin flame shit. Matrix? Real twin flame shit. Cosmic consciousness level twin flame shit. Not that fluff. I'm all for love and romance. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff to experience here on planet Earth. But cosmic consciousness, lucidity, very few are there. And it's a beautiful view. And it's a beautiful view from past the firmament, looking back on creation, looking back on Earth. Wow. Is that how it really is? Oh my God. You know? Alicia says, is it typical for twin flames to need to work on opposing masculine and feminine imbalances? I find my twin flame is overactive in feminine energies. I am overactive in my masculine energy. Yes, they are the living blueprint of alchemy. And so the inner opposing masculine and feminine, and then the outer representation of such as well. It has to be certain physical components. It has to be certain hormonal components. There has to be certain gender components to the twin flame as the living blueprint of alchemy. Otherwise, these things will not interact and react in the way of creation. Creation energy. Source creative energy must always contain masculine and feminine. Sacred union thusly also contain masculine and feminine. I hear a great misconception, and I was one of them. I thought I was the feminine. I thought I was the sacred feminine because I held so much feminine energy in my connections. And all of my connections, females, held lots of masculine energy. So thought they were the divine masculine. But no, I was just a very, very wounded man. And they were just very, very wounded women. And once we come into balance within of our own masculine and feminine, we find our core energy. My core energy is, of course, masculine. If you have a feminine body, a female body, then your core energy is going to be feminine. Does not matter. Whatever you do, no surgeries or altercations or anything is ever going to change that. Your core energy, because of the atoms and molecules and cells, have all agreed for Ulf to be a male in this incarnation. Now I have other incarnations where I am, of course, female. I have etheric ovaries, and that's something that a graduate soul will have. Men will have etheric ovaries, and females will have etheric testicles. And you can tune in to the sensations of your testicles as a woman if you're a real twin flame. Graduate soul. Living blueprint of alchemy. So this is all alchemy. Within and without. So you can never change your core energy. It cannot undergo procedures. It's just not possible. The soul self is the soul self. It is, of course, androgynous. But the energy that I'm holding here, the energy that is creating this vessel is, of course, source creative energy. God. Our ideas of God on this planet are juvenile. So, you've experienced the blackening, you've experienced the rubedo, and gone through surrender, You've gone through radiance, and you've entered illumination. And now you're coming into harmony. You're coming into union within as a result of your process of alchemy. Alchemical union, heros gamos, within and without. So your inner masculine and feminine energies come into union. The mental aspect of self, the masculine aspect of self, and the heart aspect of self. This process is actually more difficult for a lot of women these days because they are so in their masculine energies. And because a lot of the men are so in their feminine energies, they do not feel safe for the feminine to surrender to. And so they have a very, very difficult time coming into harmony. So you experience a lot of power struggle and separation and all that stuff, and then you're going to be struggling a little bit again. Toxicities will arise again. The final adjustments of wonkiness to balance it all out before this dance becomes a perfected dance where you're no longer stepping on each other's toes and stumbling and falling and breaking legs and arms and needing a helmet. I needed a helmet growing up, and I needed a helmet trying to facilitate this stuff too, but you know, I found a helmet and I put it on, and I eventually at least understand what I need to do and get it right. And we're still working on harmonizing. From time to time some shit will pop up, you know, some unhealed anger, some unhealed frustration, some grief. Maybe something happens in one of our lives where more grief is added into our unified field, because life is not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And there's always going to happen new events in life that needs to be integrated and healed. So, you know, that's how it is. That's how it is. So you're harmonizing within all your aspects of self. You're harmonizing the yin and the yang within you, the masculine and the feminine, harmonizing the mind and the heart. And it's, for some, you know, it's not far from your mind to your heart, but it's the longest journey you'll ever make. The longest journey. That's without the fluff, people. That's without all of the fluff. It's just how it is. Harmonizing in union is never beautiful. Only. There's many, many absolutely divine, mystical moments every day on this path. And the more you go in search of that instead of your twin flame, you will find it. You will find the divine. The more you go in search of your twin flame, you will find suffering. The more you go in search of love and acknowledgement, appreciation, the more you go in search of your needs, the more you're going to be suffering, the more you're going to find yourself lacking in all the things you need. That's what a need is. So keep it simple, stupid. I'm talking from experience here, talking a lot to myself too, you know. Keep it simple. If you're needing something, then you're proclaiming a lack. And if you're proclaiming a lack, you will not feel it. So if you're saying to yourself all the time, I'm disconnected, I'm separated, I'm in separation, I am this, I am that, you're using your magic very, very poorly. Think about that. You are the juice. Abandon yourself. Why? That's where the juice is. But yeah, we do it. All of us, we do it. We've been programmed to deceive and abandon ourselves. We've been programmed to do those things. And so we have to unprogram, unlearn. And as you're harmonizing with yourself, even more of the soul self is coming through. Your talents, your gifts, your traits, your spiritual gifts, your psychic abilities, clairaudience, all of that, clairsentience, mystical connection, divine interventions and insights, and your divine blueprint coming online. And then you are in service just by being, just by existing. What is my mission? What is our twin flame mission? Dude, you are your mission. You are that which you're wondering about. You are your mission, just being you, expressing your thoughts, transmitting your frequency, your vibration, your consciousness, your graduate soul come online. You're a college student in preschool. That's why you got such a headache. You're a college student in preschool, and everybody got crayons and drawing circles and triangles and shit, and you're there like a prophet. Now you understand. Now you understand. You are the prophecy, you are the return of consciousness, you are the return of lucidity, the return of spiritual maturity, emotional maturity, mental maturity. You're in the right place. You're needed here. You're very much needed here. So your efforts should be about coming fully online and not necessarily about living a life of love and fluff and bliss and devotion to God or the other Fraggles and Muppets and shit. They're just as real within the human firmament of consciousness. You know, hand puppets all over the place. Archangel this, angel that, Shiva here, Krishna there, Odin, Jesus, all that stuff. Ascended ninjas and ascended Fraggles and Muppets, and does it really matter? Does it matter really? Does it really make a difference in your life? No, it doesn't. You're just in a toy store looking at all the shiny toys and going, ooh. You're being duped. You're being duped to give up your imaginative faculty. That's God. In here, it's God. It's the closest you'll ever get to God is closing your eyes. Closest you'll ever get to angelic beings, energies, beauty, the divine. Close your eyes. It's right there. Boom. Instant. and I gotta connect with this deity, and I gotta, Archangel Michael is coming with his sword and whatnot, and it's whole elaborate construction, and whew, I get a third eye headache from those people. I get a third eye headache for real. I wish I could just wipe their mental body clean and they would see with my eye of cosmic consciousness, whew, nothing is real. It's all strawberry fields, baby. It's all strawberry fields forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Nothing is real. Nothing to get hung about. Why you so depressed? Why you so sad? None of that shit matters. Nothing matters. I can die tomorrow and I'll still be happy. Everything could go to shit on this planet tomorrow and I'll still be cool as a cucumber. Just wait and see. It's going to get a lot worse than it is now. But I'm still going to be here. Still going to be kicking it. I'm still going to be talking shit. Because what else do I got to do until this shit show is over and I return to source, my source of creation, my, my soul monad. And my soul monad, well, I met many of those in my monad. I met many twin flames. Multi-dimensional, you hear me? Multi-dimensional, baby. One twin flame? What? Twin flame is within. Twin flame is within. I am twin flame. I am twin flame. I am. I don't have a twin flame. I am a twin flame. Ooh, did he really just say that? Mm-hmm. So drop all that sentimentality. Drop all that divine obsession. It was all you. You did this to yourself. You did it. You did it all to yourself. There was no twin flame. The twin flame is within. They just happened to be there. Some catalyst for your experience. You can join and create a sacred union without, on the outside, in the external, but it's the sacred union inside, on the internal, that matters. I am always that I am that I am. And I will always be the living blueprint of alchemy, meaning connection belongs to yo. Yo. I am connected. I am that I am. I am source creative energy. I am that I am. What is twin flame? I am twin flame. I am twin flame within me. Masculine and feminine energy. Kundalini fire. I am twin flame. What? Where's my twin flame at? Yo! It's me! It's so simple. So simple, but we love to make it hard. We love to do that whole separation thing. And oh my God, I want love. You are love. I want God. I want to feel connected. You are God. You are connection. You are either connected or disconnected, all depending on your belief systems, because your belief systems shape your reality, don't they? But my twin flame, you're back in it. You're back in it. You're going to give yourself headaches, heartaches, soul aches, longing, and misery. But I am twin flame. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to look. There you are. So you connect to the mystical because the divine is what you are. The divine is you. You are divine. You are a twin flame. You are source creative energy within and without, playing with creation as a co-creator with the divine, with creator. Whoa. That's twin flame. And you won't hear that from a lot of these spiritual parrots in the New Age community because they have no fucking idea what they're talking about. Sorry. Just, if they're not talking about any of what I presented in this video, they're part of those juvenile souls. They're part of those juvenile souls. Wanting to put a label on something and make it something. It's the real big thing right now, and I would love for us to be really, really special. But you can be special without a label. It depends on your belief systems. You believe that what is in front of you is always special. Someone wanting to love you is pretty special. Someone wanting to love me is even more special because I'm pretty. You know what I'm saying? I should come with a lot of warning labels. I don't know how am I even, how they'd even let me loose. Here he is again, up on YouTube, up on Facebook, talking shit. Who is this guy? And he says he's enlightened, but he's not like the others. What's going on? How can he? How can he even think? He's not wearing his spiritual robes. He's wearing a rainbow freaking. What's up with him? I will not play that. I will not play that. I will not play that. Maybe I'll get some nice white linen this spring, this summer, because it's really nice to wear in the summertime. But I don't think I'll do the whole guru thing. But hey, come talk to me. Come talk to me and I'll help you find the guru within you. This is the age of the death of gurus. To the gurudom. End of gurus altogether. Let's all fully turn on. Let's all fully turn on and diminish the need for gurus altogether. Diminish the need for outsourcing divine intelligence. Diminishing the need to outsource connection to a twin flame, to love, to drugs, to what have you, the moon, God, Kermit, Fraggle Rock, Oh my God. I love my job, and I love having requests and knowing that I'm helping someone turn on fully so that they can find the guru within, the divine blueprint, the soul self, and just be how they were intended to be. Not their programmed self, not their diluted, distorted self. But all of you, let it all come online. Fully. Alright. Get it down in the body. And live that which you were meant to live. All your talents, gifts, and traits. Boom. Shining star. You are a star. You are a star. And that's the source connection that you need to connect to. That's why we connect to the Earth Star chakra. And then we connect upwards towards that sun somewhere that is also you. What? Yeah, you are a sun. You are a star somewhere. Yeah. And Gaia is a fully lucid being, sentient being herself. Wow. All these planets, beings, and they're also our chakras? What? Micro, macro, inner, outer, alchemy, deluxe. Woo! Yeah. You are the solar system, baby. Soul, our system. Fully online. Yep. Yeah, this is my favorite topic, Orit. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the love and support. Hi, Sarah Lou. Glad to have all of you with me for this one. This was a doozy. This was a good live. And thank you for the topic, Christina. You're awesome. And yeah, you are twin flame. You are that. You can connect in this way. You can template someone who's not a twin flame with the twin flame template, because you are the living blueprint of alchemy. You can template someone. That's why we make great healers. That's why we make great healers. When they come to us, they get templated with a 12 chakra system. 7 chakra system, what? Leaving the easy. Bye. Have a 7 chakra system. Oh. Dinosaur. 12 chakra system. Fully lit, fully online, boom. 13th chakra, soul star, boom. Connected. On they go. That's what we do. We template with a 12 chakra system. We template with a sacred union template. So we are template holders. We template with the process of alchemy. And we template with cosmic consciousness. Once we get there, like I'm doing now with all y'all, so you can see the firmament for what it truly is. Bullshit. Belief system, BS, bullshit. All of it. So at most, all of the information in the New Age community, absolute inflamed imagination. But they love their sandbox, their precious sandbox, so much that they refuse to go to college. They refuse to go to high school even. So they're just staying in that sandbox, and I'm waiting for them to catch up. And I'm really grateful for all y'all that are not stuck in the sandbox. You're willing to let go of those precious toys in favor of cosmic consciousness. I'm very grateful. It ignites me. You can feel my passion when it comes to that. So, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then I get to play out my divine blueprint and my mission in simply just transmitting my frequency, my vibration, my consciousness. That's all. So, I want you all to have a beautiful weekend, and go check out an art piece called the Flammarion Engraving. Google that right now and look at that beautiful man who's peeking out of the firmament. In that art piece, you can see that even the sun and the moon is within the firmament of human consciousness, and out in the cosmos there is no sun and moon. There are stars, celestial objects, even wheels. That's the cosmic clockwork that he's looking at. And the stars that are out there are not as visible because they have yet to be named, which most things in the cosmos has yet to be named. And if it has been named, it has been labeled, defined, and belongs within the firmament, don't it? You get it now. The sun has been named the sun, so it's within the firmament. The moon has been named La Luna, so she's within the firmament. the tree, the stars, the constellations have all been named and changed and altered and played with to create disharmony on planet Earth. But they've all been named. They belong within the firmament. Those stars and those other stars that are yet to be named are not the same. When they really start cooking, you'll get it. Cosmic consciousness. I'm a man with no name. I'm a cosmic consciousness. Thank you for watching. And have a beautiful weekend. And thank you for your request, Christina. Have a beautiful now.